Welcome, Amrita. We are very happy that you are joining us for this Yatra 2023. My question is, what is your understanding about this Yatra? For me, it has been like a self journey. It's always been an internal journey. Though I went there and visited Kailasha, but I felt it was more of an inner journey to find my inner self. Joining us, right? So, what is it for you, and what is making you do this Yatra with us?
Aditya, really, I am so much blessed that I am with you in this platform now. And what you talked about just now, Kailasha, Mount Kailasha, the Yatra is not only the physical one. Yes, I do agree with you. Because each and everything we are doing in our life, it deeply related with our inner self, inner journey. So I feel that if someone wants to move to that place, some sort of inner cleansing is necessary. Unless and until you do that, you will not be able to move over there. And we know, as you are in the field of energy and you are doing with so much things with energy science, sacred sexuality, and gender and sexuality, and so many issues you are dealing with from last 14 to 15 years. And as you already talked about your journey, your personal journey, from, what can I say, from the external body to the internal body in one way to other. So it's so deep. The journey is not from the outside. One can see the outside operation or outside anything changing, but one cannot ignore the inner self journey, which is most essential one. What we do in outside, actually we do it from the inside. And that's why what we are in this, what can I say, the physical field we are doing, anything we are doing, whether we are playing, we are dancing, we are singing, we are reading, we are doing some training, giving something to the people or receiving from them, all are nothing but the energy exchange. And the Kailasha, the Mount Kailasha, the epitome, the paramount of energy and all, the mystic world and the center, what can I say, the energy. So every seeker love to visit that place. And I am very much eager that I will be able to see myself in that place. That means that is the highest place of manifestation, and everything is manifested, as we know, within us, as it is called that human beings are the seen part of energy. We can feel the body, we can feel many things within us, the unseen things as well. That means we have intellect, we have the memory, we have this embedded ego, so much things within us, the seen aspects, the unseen aspects of energy. And if we really want to cherish within ourselves the things in a more integrated way, then we should move on to that Yatra. First, from the inner world it is started, and after that we can visit the physical world. That means if you get the signal from the inner side, then you can manifest it in the outer side. So that's it. I'm really happy that you visited that place. In which year you visited over there?
I was there in 2018.
Okay.
But my preparation, I think, started when I was a teenager, around the age of maybe around 13, 14.
Yes.
I saw a video. Those days there was handy cams.
Yes.
So with the handycam, our neighbor had gone to Kailash Yatra and they had done this handycam video, like 3 hours of this yatra. And I went to their house to see this video. As I was seeing this video, my eyes were open. I could not blink the eyes and my mouth was dropped. Like I was looking like in awe that what is this place? What is this place? I was so attracted, and that video I could not. In 3 hours I did not blink my eyes. I did not shut my mouth, I think, and from then I made like a decision in my mind that I'm going to be here. I will be here. I'll go there. That was also a time when my gender confusion was at the peak. I was going through depression. That's the teenage, and my bodies were changing. I was in a different, like a female body, but I was feeling male. So I was very secluded. I had this shame, guilt. Teenage is the time when we establish our identity, right? It's always confusing for most. And mine was a little bit more confusing. So I don't know, something was drawing me for this yatra, and I was able to manifest this yatra after 20 years, I think, to reach there. I think I had to do, as you said, we had to do a lot of cleansing before we go there. Because from the very childhood, I had this mind that, I am, born in this body, but I am a male. And I used to feel that one day I will wake up like a male. I had this feeling. And it really happened. I could get all the support. When I started my healing work and I went into the journey and I could reach Kailasha, I was bold about who I was. I didn't had any fear. I didn't care about what people will talk about me, if they will judge me. I said, this is what my reality is. I feel this is what is close to my reality. And I was able to affirm my gender and sexuality. I still remember, as you said very rightly, Kailash Yatra, when we are into this huge field, it's a field of manifestation. Because that, when I went to Kailasha, I said, I was putting some seeds. I said, I want to talk to people about my journey, especially about gender and sexuality. Because, even I had inhibition inside myself to talk freely, on the stage about it. And I want to find myself. I want to be true, authentic to myself. I don't want to. So people who know me, my friends, they know how I have been changing throughout the year. Like the kind of work I am doing, I keep changing. And I think my identity also changing. We are having a good discussion yesterday with you about identity, right? Yes. And you asked me really some very deep questions. So that was yes, very beautiful.
Yes, actually, our identity is with us all the time. But within the identity, we have to be identityless, no? This is the great, what can I feel, the zero state. One can feel that zero state over there, I could assume, because I am feeling all the time that I am with the Mount Kailasha, okay? And from the very morning, the practice, what we are doing together with the group, and really something happening, some vibration is going within me. I feel so much energetic that, yes, I could feel that all the techniques, all the strategies will be nullified just with the one art, Shiva, Shambhu, and the Mount Kailasha. So it's really, really so amazing experience. One cannot express in words. And it's all the time we could feel that there are so much external struggles we feel, each and every one, in our personal life, in case of in our relationship with our body, with the cell, with the body organs, and with the other people as well, in the family life, husband, wife, children, as I am a teacher with the students, as you are the sacred sexuality practitioner with the many sort of clients you visited, no, throughout your journey. And that sexuality is so much harshest thing within our society. I could feel from your end that so much thing I am all the time having from you, that means taking and taking and taking, so much insight and so much cleansing I have got from your end, that I feel that the youth section of the society, the youth section, in the irrespective of girl and boy, should practice the sexuality in a very, very sacred way. They have to know what is really sexuality is. We don't get any true information from our parents as well, from our neighbors as well. And if we cannot open up in a very, very wise way to our children, that what happens, someone will teach them the negative thing, and the negative blueprint will automatically come to the youth. And what happened, we can visit each and every place, and we can see so much violence is happening in the case of rape, molestation. What are the things? Because we don't have the proper knowledge. The ultimate life force, as you already all the time you are talking about the life force, the life fluid and all the energy channels, and that means the horizontal and vertical flow of energy and all the things, no? So how could you think all the things that if the youth of the Bharatvarsha will take this sacred sexuality and will, if they embrace it in a very, very nice way, then what prospect we can see in the Mohan Bharatvarsha, the ancient wisdom, what we practice, what you practice in your day-to-day life. And the people are very, very much, what can I say, the advanced seeker always comes to you, no? So do you have any plan or any program that you can spread among the children above 14 years, or the teenagers, or the college goers? Do you have any plan? Do you please share?
Yes, beautifully what you said. I really resonate with this very much. Actually, in India, you know, this sacred wisdom is from India, and that's what we are talking here, Kailash, because it's the birth of what we call tantra. And when people hear tantra, they get scared, but it's higher tantra. India had this, you know, this divine wisdom, ancient wisdom. It is rooted. It's a root. It's actually our root. And when I looked into it, I realized, oh, it is already there in me, right? So when I am talking about it and I'm sharing it to people, they need to look into the root of themselves. Actually, I started working with teenagers. You know, I was also a school counselor, and I had given few sessions on sacred sexuality. I started working with the teens, but what I felt was, you know, the teens, the children are very transparent about it. You know, the new age, they are very advanced. Children are very advanced. The parents needs to create the environment so that they can explore into the journey. The parent need to give them that freedom. I realized, working with the teenage for 3-4 years, I realized that no, I have to talk to the parents, teach the parents sacred sexuality, because children nowadays, they are advanced, they know about it. They are coming from that pure place. Every generation is ahead. Every new generation is ahead of the old generation.
Yeah,
right.
And so they are the advanced souls.
Yes. So if you when I talk to children, I am like amazed. They did not read books and all that. I read books. I went to Kailash to understand. I went this and that. Nowadays, children, they have it in their their consciousness. They are so clear about it. But what is happening is when they find the environment is against them, the environment is not supporting, mother and father, they are saying something, they are doing something, they can sense it.
Yes.
They can sense it. Children can sense
the
it.
energy. Yes.
And they are getting angry. Because teenage is the time to get angry. So they are going to, backfire to the parents. That is what many parents are facing when they came to me. They are backfiring because they are angry. What they know, what they believe in, their parents are not understanding that. Their parents are, they have some, closeness in their head. So that is the time I decided that I am going to first work with adults in this, so that we can create the environment. Children don't need anything, they maybe a little they need, maybe some very light workshops we can make them to understand this playfully. That thing can be, of course, done, and I do have plan to do that. I was doing it before COVID also. We did sessions in Pune and Delhi and Hyderabad, various schools also. I was doing these sessions very subtly. We were providing with playfully, we were telling children how to handle this aspect, gender and sexuality. That can be done. That's not a difficult one. They will get it because they already have it. But are the parents, as a parent, like you as a parent, you are a teacher as a parent, how much you can give that beautiful environment to your own child? That is the question, right? So
parents should be ready to do
exactly
practice, no?
Right. Yes. And
awareness from the parents is most necessary,
most important.
Yes.
Most important. See, it is a very sensitive, very delicate subject.
Yes.
When parents don't want to talk about it, they are in shame, they are in guilt. The child senses it.
Yes.
Right? And they will revolt. They will revolt, like, they will do something because they are angry. So they will go against something, they will do something to make the parent more angry.
Yes.
Right? Maybe they will do some wrong things because of that. Right? So when the child and the parent develop, actually, I think the solution can be that, parent can be open to listen to the child, not saying that, oh, she's just a child, she's just a teenager and she does not know anything. I think the first thing is to have conversation and listen, that, okay, she's also a divine soul. Let me have my ears lent to her. Who knows, she can give better suggestion than me. Always the parent feel, I can only give a better suggestion to the child, right? So this kind of environment and, I think a friendly space between the mother and the daughter, or father and the...
That means parenting is, some sort of parenting is needed, no?
Exactly. And parent don't, when I started working, parent didn't know what to talk to their child about it. That's the problem.
Yes, they don't know exactly. They don't have the clarity.
Yes, they don't have the clarity.
Address the child.
Because their parent did not do it, and their parent did not do it. It was always a hush-hush, right? So whenever a family is watching a TV and there is some scene coming, so the parent want to switch the TV without explaining why you shouldn't see it or whatever,
Yes.
Rather being open and clear and, talking to the child, sitting with the child. But it can only happen when the mother is clear about her sexuality, the father is clear about his sexuality.
Yes.
Right? Only then they can, because they know their child will catch them.
Yes.
Children are very smart, right? They will catch, they will sense, they will question.
Yes.
Right? So they don't want to get into this region. But if you don't get into this region, then where will the child go? You know where the child goes? The child goes to the internet. And they browse information, all sort of information, maybe they will get wrong information. And this is where all these diversions are happening.
Yes. So all the things, what we could say and we could feel that since we ourselves don't understand ourselves as a father, as a mother, before father and mother, I could say as a physically male, as a physically woman, female, we don't understand our body actually. The emotions are coming within us all the time. When we are in the male body, some sort of different mindset is there. And when we are in the female body, some sort of other sort of mindset is there. An emotional upsurge is different, as we know. The energy, if we take the energy of a woman, that means who is embodied with physicality, she is a woman or he is a man. In case of woman, there is, in birth, there is a nature of playfulness. এই জন্য in our mother tongue, in Bangla, it is called মেয়েদের বোঝা যায় না. That means we cannot understand the psychology of the woman or female, because there are so much playfulness. The nature is sometimes it's so high and sometimes it's flowing like this and that. And in case of man, I could feel as a woman that they are more balanced in circulating of in case of circulation of energy and all. And do you feel that that's why the Kailash Yatra, the man as a human being, as a man, the men are more eager to take the Yatra than the woman?
Okay, so how I see it is, when you said women are playful, yes, that's the nature of Shakti. Shakti is playful. She's dancing around. What is Shakti? The mother aspect, we can say. We see nature always changing. Weather is changing. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's sunny. And in our body also, whatever we can perceive as senses is Shakti. If we can touch, feel, perceive something, even the thoughts, we call them Shakti. So it is ever changing, shifting, right? That is the aspect of the feminine. And it is very graceful if we can look at it from the creative aspect. It is very graceful, right? But then what happens is, if she keep on doing that, she will keep going into somewhere, she'll get lost and she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'll give you an example. It happens like, the woman is going for, like, there are two cases. A woman is hungry and she wants to go and have something from the fridge. Okay, so the woman gets up and she will start going, right? And maybe there is some clothes are there. She will say, oh, I have to put the cloth and put it like this, why it is like that. And then she'll go a little and they'll share, this is the poster, why it is like that. She'll correct the poster and go, right? And up till the time she will reach the fridge, she will forget that she's hungry.
Exactly,
okay?
Exactly so.
And the man, for example, the man, when he's hungry, he will straight away go to the fridge, open the fridge, take the sandwich or whatever and eat it. But he is not aware of the other aspect, that, oh, the cloth is lying like that. He can't see. Even if the child, whatever it is, something is required, he's not able to see that. He's so focused, he's so one-minded, he'll just go and grab that sandwich and eat it. Now, here two things. The man also needs to look into the environment. He needs to be aware of the environment also. So the man is learning from the women to be aware of the environment. So that is the reason the husband-wife fight is there. Hey, you are not aware, you are not giving me attention. Man wants space, women wants time. Yes. Always there is a fight because of that, right? Man, woman. So women needs to be also grounded. So the Shiva helps the Shakti to be anchored. Shakti, if not anchored, it can go in various directions. It can go into a negative way also.
Yes.
We don't know, because there is no one to hold you. So when Shiva holds Shakti, then the Shakti can find a direction.
That's why the body is needed, no?
Yes. And now I'm not talking about just the external husband-wife. It is any human. Either you are born as a woman or you are born as a man. You have this both aspect inside you. Women needs to realize her own inner husband.
Beautiful.
She is married inside.
Yes.
A man is married inside. Everybody is married actually.
Yes,
Everybody
yes,
is married
yes.
inside. Nobody is unmarried. Everybody is married.
Married. Yes. Beautiful. Yes.
Without external. So the man needs to realize there is an inner woman inside me. And if he cannot embrace the inner woman, he cannot embrace the external women. He cannot embrace his mother, his sister, his wife, other women. He says, I cannot understand women. Because if he look into his own energy, he will find there is nothing to understand energy. It is not logic. He has not explored his right brain, his creative part. Even as a man, I am saying that I struggle. Sometimes I'm so left-brained, so analytical, logical, so much question. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. That's my life. That's not life. If you are going with that calculation, then we are going to have challenges in life. So we need to also be creative. 1 + 1 can be infinite opportunity.
Yes.
1 + 1. Why not? Why can't we see 1 + 1 equals infinite opportunities? Now that defies your intellect. That defies your intellect. So that is the reason, Shiva is coming to Shakti, Shakti is coming to Shiva. And every seeker, as you said, somewhere in their heart has a longing for Kailasha. Because also, the preparation is needed, because that's why I call it a Kailash mindset, and maybe I will do some program with Kailash mindset. Because yesterday and before also, when we were talking, especially with you, you have a mindset. You are clear about that. Maybe, we have to leave expectations going there, because what you bring there gets amplified. If you take rubbish there, rubbish will amplify.
So there is cleansing is needed, no?
Yes, and that's the reason probably we say, Kailash Yatra, we release our karmas, right? So actually it is very mystical, because I have been talking to hundreds of people who have done the Kailash Yatra. I'm very passionate. I was researching from my very teenage about Kailash, and whoever goes to Kailash, I will find in the internet, I'll interview them, I'll talk to them, I'll try to know, and everybody gives different experience. Many people, they say it was life-changing and life has changed and it's miraculous. I have seen some miracles happening in there. They give me some explanation which they could not define. But I also seen people who said, I don't know, I just went there and it was such a headache and my body was paining. I don't know why I came there. It was so hectic. I did not see anything there. Because you can't see anything there if you are not ready, if you're not prepared.
Yes. That means it's Kailash Yatra is more a inner journey.
Inner journey, because there is some dance happening there. There is something going there. Now, if you ask about my journey, when I went there, to be very honest, even I couldn't sense anything. I had prepared so much, but I couldn't sense anything, because universe always tests you. In our group, there were some people who were not meditators. They were like very youngsters, and they're jumping and they're laughing.
Monkey-minded people are there, no?
Yeah, monkey-minded. So they were also boozing in the yatra. They have taken their alcohol and they're boozing, they're smoking, as if they have come to a honeymoon, because they came with an idea of having a holiday somewhere, just to see what is there. I don't have any issues, but when they are with me, I'm getting disturbed, because I am a meditator. I'm going there to meditate, but Kailash tests you. It had put people who are completely in polarity with me. So I was so angry. Why did I come here with this group? Why these kind of people are there? I was judgmental. And that what amplified when I was there. So when I was walking the parikrama, I was so angry. All the anger is coming out. And I'm wondering, so much years I have waited for this yatra. Now I'm doing the yatra, the parikrama with all this anger. But I am not able to control that anger. It is coming like huge anger. Right. And I think the first day was like that. And second day I went with this anger. I was passing the Dolma Pass. And slowly, it subsided. And there was also a time where I felt I become zero state came.
That means anger is all the time is not bad. It's a pure emotion. No.
Actually, later I read that the Chinese believe that Kailasha is kind of Buddha. I think, I don't remember, but the deity they worship, the Tibetans who worship, it is, I don't know what exactly the name, but it is the Lord of Anger.
Rudra.
Yeah, so Lord of Anger is Kailasha. It's a Lord. So
yes,
I didn't knew about it because my anger came out. That's my experience. Now I'm just talking about my experience, and after I came back, I was like in zero state. I was not able to speak what is Kailash Yatra, what has happened to me. I was not able to do that for 6 months after that. It was a big shift for me. I felt that I was intellectually affirming my gender and this and that and identity. It was all intellectual, but after Kailash, it was experiential. I was living it now. I could come in front of people with my clarity, more stronger. Otherwise, earlier still I was in inhibition, but I think that
that means Kailash helps you to open up in every aspect.
I don't know that. I don't know. That was my experience. But people have their own experience wherever they are in their life, and if they are saying yes to this transformation, the journey is for them, I feel.
That means affirming the yes. Yes, is needed. No.
Yes. I am ready to leave my old self and become, and I want to get closer to the divine, maybe even one step.
Become closer to the divine.
And let it be experiential rather than intellectual understanding. So that's the passion I have now, because I feel what I'm trying to talk to people. Maybe if I am of some service, I don't know how much I'm doing the service, but if I can be of some service to take people, and like in a safe way, I can take people and they can experience that in front of Kailash. I think my job is done. My service.
That means what you are doing with the clients, if you be able to take them to the Kailash at that place, then it will be more experiential, yes. And then they could feel more deeply.
Yes. They could feel more, and it because you don't. After all this healing work and all, maybe every work is beautiful. I have learned so much from my mentors. Every work was required, but at one point of time, you need to leave all kinds of techniques.
Yes.
And you just have to be there for an experience. It's the leap.
Yes.
It's called the jump.
Jump.
And we are all preparing for the jump. Like, okay, this work and EFT and past life regression, breath work, inner child work, family constellation, we are all preparing for that one jump, that one transformation. And it happens for different people in different ways, of course. But people who resonate with Kailash Yatra, I feel maybe, they are like seekers. They are honest seekers. They have an honest seeking. That's what I feel.
Otherwise, it will be a simple trip.
Yeah, just like a trip to maybe like Ladakh and Himalayas, just to go and see and just come back.
Another thing I'm very much eager to know from your end, it may be too personal, that from your journey is like from a female body to the male body. As I am doing somatic practices, and soma, the body is very much, I have felt very much resonated with the somata, the body, and experiences with the somata. One could feel the energy, the sensation, the emotions, the perceptions, as you rightly talked about, that our sensations are the expressions of our energy, whatever it may be, the pleasant or unpleasant one, whatever the emotions are, what people call positive or negative. Basically, the emotions are pure emotions. And as a human being, and not as a human being, I just want to ask you that from the journey of a female body to the male body, how you relate it to yourself? That means, is there any relation with the Kailasha, as you already talked about, that Kailasha gives you the zero state? One can feel deeply the experience over there. So is there any desire within yourself, as you talked about, that from 20 years back, that means from when you are child, you have seen some videos or clippings, and you are so much engrossed, and from there, that means the happy memories of sublime memories of Kailasha is there within you, and from there you felt within you that I could transfer myself from the female body to male body, as Shiva is the incarnate of body, or Shiva is the incarnate of divine masculine, or anything, what you can say, uh, or the divine observer, the divine consciousness. So how could you relate the journey from the female body to the male body and with the Shiva?
For me, I feel I was very much identified with my gender. I'm a male. I was too much attached with that, and initially it was a suffering for me. So I wanted to actually come out of my suffering. That is how my journey started. There was pain, and I was looking for ways to come out. But now, when I'm seeing the bigger picture at this age, I'm feeling that it is actually a journey. This is actually a very deep what I am now sharing. It is a journey from attachment to detachment, right? So it is not only attachment with my gender, it is attachment with everything. Now, when you understand one polarity, now you understand, oh, then you are now attached to your mother, you are now attached to your sister, you are attached to your father, you are attached to your house, you are attached to money, you are attached to. So it's actually a journey from attachment. So when I understood one attachment very deeply, that with so much attachment I had with this identity. So inside we can have this understanding. Doesn't matter external we are playing. Like even now I'm wearing a shirt. I want to present myself like a man. It is my choice, whatever I want to dance like. Tomorrow I can paint my hair green or something. What I can do, I don't know. It is a presentation external, but the inside of the person, inside us, this divine marriage is there. And for me, it is now, okay, we are gender, we are this, we are Indian, we are African, we are American, whatever, okay, but we are something bigger than that. Our identity is just not that. We are bigger than something bigger than that. And I feel that is Kailasha for me, that you're just not this. I was limiting myself.
As an identity coach, you want to be more identity-less.
Identity-less, yes.
Yes. That's why the question of Shiva arises, no?
Yes.
Become more identity-less, to become in the zero state all the time in this mundane world, dealing with the clients, dealing with the so many people.
Yes,
who
yes.
are really want you in true way. All the practitioners as well, Nimol group, there are so many psychologists, so many somatic practitioners, doctors, and all various aspects. Various people are there from entire India and outside India as well. So really, there is amalgamation of so many things, and I could feel that all the time you're so much balanced, dealing with the Shiva and Shakti all the time. Uh, and really, what can I say? This is really what each and everyone craves for. There is an inner craving. As a practitioner of Somata, I used to say that there will be no unpleasant or pleasant sensation. All are equal and all, and we should not crave for anything more, or we should not avert from anything. There should be balance, but still the craving for Kailasha is there within me. Okay, so such a nice journey.
Beautiful.
Really, the talk is so beautiful and all, so encompassing, so much, so deep. What can I say? Just I could feel that I am embracing Kailasha from here. Okay, and so nice. And another thing I want to ask from, when you are in your uh, past life, that means physically in your woman body or female you are, that time you are ministrating, no, you enjoyed that, and now in the male body you are enjoying the semen and all. So in the one body you experience both two things, and you are the experiencing the truly the Ardhanarishwarada, and you are Aditya, and you are moving towards the Adi Yogi. That's what a beautiful experience. Have you ever felt like this? The feeling which you have then. That time the experience is different, and now you are uh, ready for the physical journey. And internally, you are all the time with that journey, and you are making the people aware of the Kailasha mindset, and the advanced seekers are there, the beginners are also there. So many things you are doing all the time with all the time with all the people. So how do you relate all the things? That means from ministration to semen, from body to bodilessness, from the inner journey to outer journey, all the things in a very precise way.
Oh, this is like a very, very deep question. I don't know how to answer, but what I can just say that I'm. I never thought I'm going to be a coach or anything in my life. I just thought I want to come out of my pain. That's how I met my mentors. Please give me some way to come out of my, because at the core I feel my core is freedom. That's what I relate with. Freedom and love. That's what I'm looking for. Like, how can I be more free? How can I have more love? That's my journey, in simple words. So this journey took me to various direction. And now if you're asking me, probably it's like on a bigger picture, my soul has designed it in a way which I could not understand, seeing in parts. Now when I look back, what you are telling me is maybe you are summing up my journey in a more beautiful way than I can do, right? You are already seeing me from an end where things, because I think you are able to better see me than what I can say wherever I am. And I don't know who is doing that, but I have an energy pushing me all the time that honestly, after my transition and everything, I thought I'll heal myself. I'll just go and hide somewhere. I'll have my own life. Just if some partner is there, get married, settle, and that's it. I will never want to come again with the people and talk about my shame and all this thing. I have done enough, because gone through this kind of journey of shame and guilt. I don't want to go this way again. But something inside me is pushing, and it is pushing harder every day to come out and speak about it to people. I feel that's that's not me. That's something else, right? So I am not that some great or anything. I am just like a human in a body. I'm just like any other person. I was trying to come out of my pain, heal my trauma. As a person, that's what I am. And I just wanted a peaceful, happy life. But whatever is being done through me is because of the blessing of my mentors, great mentors I have met, Dr. Newton, Master Mantak Chia, and of course, Shiva Shakti. The great Kailash has been a big inspiration for me. Like that's like it's not like just a mountain. It's a throbbing presence for me. It's a throbbing presence. It's a live presence for me. And not a single day goes after 2018 I have visited, even before that I don't get the vision of Kailasha in my mind. So it's every day I'm waking up with that vision. I'm going to sleep with that vision of Kailasha. So it is that strong. And whatever I feel, if this little ego, whatever is there as my identity, that's what is Aditya. That is my identity. Whatever is done through me, that's not Aditya. That is some greater identity. And I don't have any credit. My mentors have taught me that way, and my mentors have still teaching me that way. So I don't have any credit in that. And that's what I feel.
Beautiful, beautiful. So amazing. And another question is that, as you talked about the partner and all, and do you have any craving for settling down in your life, having children and all, or not all the time of the children, but basically you need a female body or like this? No, or yes?
Yeah, so I had it throughout my life, I would say, from the very teenage. I was looking for a relation, and I went into few relations also. But all the relations, when I was, because every relation is a mirror, and then I found that, oh, I'm looking for approval. I'm looking for that she approves me as a man. And probably that's the reason none of the relationship could last, because I had to be very authentic with her, also telling that, it is coming from a space of lack and fear, and those relations will not survive. Right now I'm at a point where I could see the urge coming sometime, and then I know where the urge is coming from. Is it a fear-based or a love-based urge? Because
that means you can observe the notice clearly.
I can be very clear now, and now I feel I can make a distinction better. So probably if it comes through a space of love and something is there waiting in my future, I don't know. If it's there and it is coming from a space of love and we see, freedom yes, and love both, and we see that we can help each other in our journey, and it's a common journey. Probably if there is something, I don't know in the future what will happen.
My best wishes for this as well, because
thank you.
And I really feel blessed when I think about your work and all, and the explanation you do all the time, and that practices, the sacred practices and all, really amazing. So really I congratulate you.
No, and
for your presence in my life. I am congratulating you. Okay. And it's so amazing. No. And as you talked about freedom and love and compassion, really seekers move to Kailasha for that freedom, isn't it? And the free people can move on.
Yes. Absolutely. And as you are congratulating me, I need to congratulate you first, because you are a very deep seeker. You are a beautiful master, and the kind of clarity you have, the kind of sharing you do in our groups and with us, we are very privileged having you with us, Amrita, and you have a long way to go. it shouldn't, this call was not actually, I don't know how it went into my talking and all that. I don't know how it went.
Kailasha,
Kailasha took there, but it is not.
personal life, body,
Yeah, it
energy,
is.
and all.
I don't know. It was not meant for it, but it went through that. But
Yes.
we are very happy that you are joining us for this Kailash Yatra, because we need people who are who can, it's like when we are, like Tirth, it's a pilgrimage. It's not something that we
Yes.
go and chat with each other and we start, it's not, but it's a dedicated journey. And if you can do it with people like you, we are very privileged having you. And you have a long, long way to go. You are doing amazing work. You're a beautiful
Thank
mother.
you.
You're a beautiful wife. You're a beautiful teacher. You are, and energy coach. And all the best wishes to you too. And
Thank you.
let us, through this, we are, whoever is seeing us right now, thank you for being here, for your time and being
here.
And
the conversation is so much deep that I feel so much happiness within. I feel expanded all the time when I am with you, in a name of any work or anything. Really, it's an unending conversation, and Kailasha is really, really within us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
More than an external, it is within us. Yes. And if anybody has this deep urge to be there, I think they will be able to get there. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Amrita, for joining me for this conversation. And Om Namah Shivai.
Om Namah Shivai.
Om Namah Shivai. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.